After a grueling match, Austin stood victorious. Triple H and The Rock crashed the party, but Stone Cold was able to fight off The Undertaker and walk out WWE Champion. Austin held on to the championship until SummerSlam, where he lost it to Mankind in a triple threat match. However, the very next night on Raw, Triple H would reign supreme.
It's all about Triple H! He is now champion!
With Survivor Series approaching, Stone Cold was pitted in a triple threat match against Triple H and The Rock for the WWE Championship.
Come here, you little bastard!
But before the event could even get started, disaster struck.
Good God Almighty! For God's sakes! That car just ran over Austin!
The car incident left Stone Cold with severe neck damage, and after undergoing surgery, he was out of action for over 9 months. In his absence, Triple H and The Rock dominated the WWE Championship picture, while Austin was left with questions as to who was behind the vicious attacks.
I will get my payback, and when I find the bastard that did this, I will take it out on your ass, and that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.
While Austin questioned other WWE superstars in search for answers, the truth finally came out.
I did it. What? I did it for The Rock. I ran over Stone Cold Steve Austin. And to tell the truth, I'd do it again. Austin, this Sunday, no mercy.
During the no-holds-barred affair, Austin attempted to pay back Rikishi for his dastardly deeds.
Rikishi's about to be broken!
But the police intervened. Stone Cold would have to wait until the 2001 Royal Rumble to get his hands on Rikishi again. And with action at a fever pitch inside the ring, Austin's number was drawn.
Here comes the rattlesnake! He's here! What? The Triple has no business here! I'm assaulting Stone Cold!
With Austin in the game in a heated battle, the Rumble raged on.
Oh, look at this. JR, this is chaotic. I love a Royal Rumble.
Man, it's crazy here in New Orleans tonight.
Look at The Rock go.
Man, this will make a guy spit out his gumbo.
Oh, man. The action is fast and furious, and oh no, here comes Rikishi.
How do you get him over the top rope?
Those huge sesame seed buns of his.
Now look at Austin hammering away at Rikishi, the man with the biggest buttocks in the business. Austin hitting anything that moves.
I don't blame him.
Here in the Royal Rumble.
That Billy Gunn that just went down.
Austin getting involved in Triple H's title match earlier tonight here in the Crescent City. It's all on the line. The winner of the Royal Rumble goes to Wrestlemania to meet the champion. Austin wants it badly.
And he's proven it by hitting anybody and everybody in sight. Look out! There he goes!
No friends, only enemies. It's Stone Cold.
Hey folks, it's Lost Row here and welcome back to LST Plays, and we're playing WWE 2K16 again, and we're on to the Royal Rumble because the Royal Rumble, if I've timed my videos correctly, will be tonight. It's the 2016 Royal Rumble, not the 2001 Royal Rumble. This is probably one of my favourite, if not my favourite Royal Rumbles, just because of the sheer vast variety of characters that they had in this Royal Rumble. You see Billy Gunn there. This is the first and only time you get to see Billy Gunn in the showcase, and there he goes. And this is actually the second time I've had to play this match, because the first time I got put out by Kane at the end, which is one of the downsides to the Royal Rumble, is that it's quite easy to get eliminated if you're not paying attention and if you've been beaten down. So there's goodbye to The Undertaker and Billy Gunn anyway. And of course we got to see Badman Rikishi, which is probably the weirdest bad guy ever, because Rikishi was like really popular with the fans, obviously, for doing his dancing gimmick, and he was fat. That's the two things that made him popular. He was dancing and he was fat. He's a really good worker though, a really good wrestler. And he was the guy that came out and sort of said he ran over Stone Cold Steve Austin, which made no sense I don't think anyway. They tried to justify it by saying he did it for The Rock and it was a family thing, but it didn't really stick with the fans and didn't really go anywhere, so there you go. But I always sort of thought it would be cool if it was The Rock that did it, because at the time that Austin was put out, he was a heel. He was a bad guy, pretty much. Well, sort of, still. And I just sort of thought it would be pretty cool if The Rock just decided well, you know, I'm The Rock, I do whatever I want. So I decided to run Stone Cold Steve Austin over, because I haven't beaten him, because at that stage he hadn't beaten Stone Cold at a WrestleMania. So I thought it was pretty cool. But there you go. They went for a different direction. So you see Kane in the ring there. Is my favourite iteration of Kane with the flames and stuff all over him. Pretty cool. Cool outfit. Bit different now. Doesn't look as cool. But yeah, not many showcase moments in this match. You got to see some pretty cool stuff at the start there with Haku, which was Haku at the time had just come from WCW and he was the hardcore champion in WCW. So he just dropped the belt and came to WWE because WCW was a sinking ship at the stage. And yeah, they never reinvigorated the hardcore championship after he left. I think they just got pretty annoyed by him. So. But yeah, we've got our second showcase of the match, our first proper one, I suppose.
Oh, look at this. The Rattlesnake with The Rock up in the air, but can he get him over that top rope? He's got him. Look out. Oh, wait a minute. The Rock with a rake of the eyes of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
We are down to nut-cutting time. The final three here in the Royal Rumble. Who's going to go to WrestleMania?
And now The Rock. Oh, wait a minute. The Rock over and out.
Kane try to push both The Rock and Austin out. Rock's eliminated. Austin is not. We're down to the final two.
Kane and the Rattlesnake. And the Rattlesnake really opened it up here on the Big Red Monster. Oh no.
Bennett. Who's going to WrestleMania?
Oh, choke slam.
It looks
from
like it's
hell.
going to be Kane going to WrestleMania. Austin just got choke slammed right out of his Texas boots.
There's Kane.
Can you imagine a Royal Rumble that Kane wins? When I was younger, I always sort of thought it would be pretty cool if Kane won a Royal Rumble, but looking back on it, it would be awful. If you can imagine a main event at WrestleMania with Kane versus somebody like, I don't know, John Cena or anyone, just no good. No good would come from it. He's a really good gimmick character, but aside from that, he is a very boring wrestler. Although at this stage in his career, he was looking good. I mean, he was built and he was very popular, but just no, couldn't see it somehow. So tonight we have the Royal Rumble 2016, and there's hopefully going to be a few surprise entrants in it. Obviously, Roman Reigns is picked to be the probably the winner, if not him. Perhaps somebody like Triple H has been banded about that he'll come back and win it just to try and improve the sort of lack of superstars at the moment in WWE. But there's a few guys that may come into the WWE because they've signed, which are AJ Styles, which is one of my favourite wrestlers of all time. He just recently won the Wrestling Observer's Wrestler of the Year, pretty much. If you haven't seen him, go and check out highlight reels of him. He's on YouTube. I mean, there's tons of videos of him on YouTube. I'm lucky enough I've seen him wrestle live, and he was really, really good and really entertaining. This is back when he was working for TNA. We've got rumours of Daniel Bryan even making a WWE return. He recently, it's all hearsay, but recently he was rumoured to have had another health checkup. And this third opinion about his condition, which was that he'd suffered quite a lot of concussions, was that this third doctor had cleared him. And it's whether or not that the WWE doctor will, side with the two doctors and agree to let him wrestle again. Because if the WWE doctor doesn't want to, he can just say, no, this guy can't wrestle again. Because obviously, if you suffer too many concussions, you can end up in an absolute mess later in life, which has obviously been showcased before with certain wrestlers. So there you go. But that's two names, but there's a third one as well in Shinsuke Nakamura, who's one of my favourite Japanese wrestlers at the moment. Really unique character, really crazy looking guy. And he could be really good in the WWE. He has signed, so he will show at some stage, but maybe not at the Royal Rumble. It's rumored that it'll be, towards the end of February, possibly even midway through the year, but we'll have to sort of keep an eye out for that one. But John Cena's another one who's got a shoulder injury at the moment. There's a chance, because he does heal ridiculously quick, he's like a mutant, that he may be at the Royal Rumble. And a few other names like RVD has been banded around. And some of the sort of ECW alumni, but I think the one I really want to see is AJ Styles. I think it'd be awesome just to see him. Even if he does show up and he loses, obviously it's not a good intro into the company, but just the spectacle of seeing AJ Styles in a WWE event like the Royal Rumble would be awesome. And if he won it, I would be even more happier, because I think he deserves everything he can possibly win in the world, because he's been at it for so long. But anyway, we're about to kick Kane out of the ring here, but one last stunner and that'll do him. And if you're liking the series, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the Rumble tonight, and I'll see you soon. Oh yeah. Oh wait, yeah, this is the bit where Kane chucked me out. He did that to me and I got chucked out too.
Through hellfire and brimstone, they've eliminated Kane. Kane is out.
Here is your winner, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He's bloodied, he's battered, but JR, he's going to Wrestlemania.
The toughest son of a gun in the WWE. He's fought his way back after spinal surgery, and he's going to Wrestlemania.